and welcome back to another video. This is Flower Heart Plans. My name is Harley, and today we are going to decorate and set up for the current week in my B6 Plans by Just Scribble planner. This is the horizontal half year that covers July through December of 2025, and today is Monday the 27th, so I'm a little bit late setting this up, so we are going to jump right into it. So I have stickers by LiveLovePosh. This is from the Posh Halloween sticker book. So let me put this off to the side. I have my outliners and Zig clean color dot markers and colors that match the stickers, but I'm going to put these off to the side for now. And the stickers that come in the LiveLovePosh sticker book that I'm going to use are the orange and black collection. So we have 2 pages of this one. Cute. And then we have this page. And then we have the florals. And this sticker book also comes with quotes. So I have quotes and I have some checklists, some boxes in orange. And then from the Functionally Chic black sticker book, I got these boxes and headers and days of the week. And these numbers I'm going to use are from a very old sticker book. This was at Michael's, a collaboration between Capital Chic Designs and Craftsmith. And they don't sell these anymore, but I got this sheet from the sticker book that I'm trying to use up my stuff. So this is one of the sheets that I pulled to try to use up the sticker book. And we can get started. So, oh, the washi tape. I have this washi tape by Simply Gilded from a couple years ago. The Halloween black and orange Stardust washi tape. And then these are just orange and black washi tapes from my collection. So we're going to try to pull those in where we can. And now we can get started. So let's move that off to the side and open up the planner because I have not planned on here in a while. This last week that I'm going to show you might look a little blank, and that's because I was in the hospital. I had a planned surgery that did not go as planned. So I'm back from the hospital recovering, but that's why this week looks a little bit empty, but we'll get to that when we get there. So I'm not sure. I think I did this one on camera. The decoration of October 13th through the 19th. I believe I did this one on camera. I used a LiveLovePosh, the Posh Halloween sticker book for this one too, which came out cute. And then for the week of the 20th through the 26th, I used the LiveLovePosh, what sticker book was that? I want to say Hello Fall, but I think I mixed Hello Fall and Lux Fall by LiveLovePosh together. Either way, these are LiveLovePosh stickers that I used in here. So this is how the weekly dashboard turned out. Let me go to a blank spread so you can see the layout before I put in all my decorations. So this is the horizontal weekly, blank grid space, the focus and priorities, a checklist area, a grid area, habit trackers, and a checklist at the bottom. Then you have a blank grid page and then daily pages. And then this is actually what we're planning for the 27th through November 2nd. So that includes Halloween. But for this week, this is what the weekly dashboard looked like after the decoration. Cute. I didn't really do a lot of my habit trackers or my to-do list for that matter, but that's fine. I used the notes page as a brain dump this week. And then the daily pages, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were just basically working and preparing for surgery. So I did that. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are quite blank, but I do still like the decoration that I used on them. I actually used the same washi tape previously, right here. Previously in October, I used the same sticker kit and washi tape by Simply Gilded. Oh, I should have mentioned that. Sorry, I'm all over the place. My brain is a little bit scattered. So, going back to this past week that we just finished, I use LiveLovePosh stickers with Simply Gilded washi tape. That's what I meant to say. And I used the same washi tape previously in October. Okay. Anyway, so we are planning for Halloween week, and we are going to go very traditional Halloween with black and orange. So the first thing I like to do is put in the function and then the decoration on the weekly dashboard. I do it the opposite way on the daily pages where I put the decoration down first, but for the weekly dashboard, I like to put in any appointments or things that I know of ahead of time. Because I have the week off of work, well, I was supposed to go back on Thursday, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm thinking I will have this whole week off of work, so I don't have any meetings or anything for work. I don't have much to do in the form of appointments, but I do have some to-dos that are pretty important that I want to put down here. So for Monday, today, I need to call to schedule my 2-week follow-up with my doctor. So I want to put that in here. And I also need to text my manager to let her know that my return to work schedule has changed. And my doctor, well, I still need to get a doctor's note, but my doctor approved me to go back in 2 weeks. I'm going to try to get that bumped up because I have the time off work. It's protected time off of work, but it's unpaid. So I want to go back sooner rather than later, and I'm feeling up to it. So I'm going to try to get my doctor to say I can go back next week. So we'll see about that. Tuesday, I want to decorate the apartment for fall. I wanted to decorate for Halloween, but I didn't get around to doing that, and Halloween is this week, so it's a little bit late for that. So I want to decorate apartment. And apologies if you can hear the neighbor's dog. They have 2 huskies and they like to howl a lot. So they're howling and barking right now. And if you can hear that, then apologies. Saturday, the 1st, I need to pay rent. That's very important. And I need to pay my credit cards. That's not really due until a couple days after the 1st of the month, but I like to do it on the 1st just to get it out of the way. And the rest is blank because I don't have anything going on. So I am going to just highlight for my weekly checklist for items that I need to get done, but I don't really know when I need to do them, or they don't yet have a specific due date. I put those in this list here. So I'm going to highlight with the mild liner and then use the dot marker to make the checklist. And let's see. If you're interested, the colors that I chose for this are this orange mild liner called Apricot. And then we have this reddish orange. And to go with it, I have this Zig dot marker called Island Coral, which matches really nicely with the reddish orange mild liner. I don't have a mild liner. No, I don't have a Zig dot marker that matches this orange. So we'll figure that out when the time comes. And then I, of course, have gray mild liner and dot marker. So I am going to make use of my blotting paper just so I don't smear the marker. Next year, I say this in every video just because I'm so excited about it, but next year, well, this year, 2025, the B6 Horizontal Plans by Just Scribble Planner has the Cal Cosmo Air Light paper. Next year is going to have Aerofil paper. I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but it's going to have different paper. And I'm so excited to see how that handles all the markers and stuff that I use. So I'm just going to write this week here. And this week I do need to call to get a return to work note from my doctor. I need to track my meds. Oh, I'm expecting a JetPens order to come. And I need to plan my 2026 planners and layouts. I know what planners I'm going to use. I just need to plan out what I'm going to use each page for, like the pages that come in the beginning and end of the planners. I have to figure out what I'm going to use those for and get detailed about that. And I think that's all I really need on my weekly list. I do use the focus and priorities as intended, but because this week is for recovery from surgery, I'm just going to put rest and recovery as my focus. And I feel like my handwriting is a bit sloppy. Not sure why, but for my priorities, I'm going to put, let's see, I'll use the gray dot marker because I do have some priorities. As I start to feel better and have more energy, there are things that I want to do. Like I want to decorate the apartment. I need to plan my return to work. And this is month-end close coming up. So I would prefer to work during month-end close because there are a couple of things, a couple of journal entries and items that I do that only I do and only I know how to do them. So I do need to work for that specific reason. But I kind of want to go back on a flexible schedule, but I need to iron out those details to be able to tell my manager what I need. And then I need to tidy my office. I need to declutter and box up some stuff, but that's going to be hard to do because I can't lift heavy stuff. So I'm going to do what I can for that. And then let's see, let's do this orange for my daily gratitude. And then a small to-buy list. I don't always need a to-buy list, but I find if I don't have it and there are things that I need to buy, I just end up writing it on scratch paper. And that defeats the purpose of having a planner where I put everything. I want everything in one spot. So I just like to have a to-buy list area just in case I do need to fill it out. And then I'm going to highlight my habits just because it makes it easier when I'm checking it off each day. So we can do the light orange, and I'm going to alternate between the orange and gray. So then we'll do the gray. And how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. I've been seeing lots of videos about 2026 planner lineups and planner chats and how people are using their how people will be using their 2026 planners. And that has gotten me so excited. So I'm curious what planners everyone is using. I have been watching the videos, so I'm up to date on the people who have planner channels. But those of you without planner channels, what planners are you thinking about using for next year? Planners, notebooks, journals, all the things. I still have to film my planner chat video, but in that video, I will be honest about the purchases that I made on a whim. One of them being the Sterling Ink B6 planner that I got specifically because it was a B6 horizontal, which is what I wanted, and it was pink. I really wanted a pink planner. I don't know why. I do have a reason for using it, but I kind of searched for that reason because I bought the planner first. But I'll talk about that when I get to that video, if I ever get to it, because I was going to film it last week, a week and a half ago, and I never got around to it. So we'll see. So this is my daily gratitude. Yeah, my handwriting is very different right now. This is my to-buy list. And these are my notes for anything that is not an action item or that doesn't fit in any of these other lists. I just put it in my notes area. This is mostly for things for next week, but I don't call it next week just in case there's other stuff that I write there. Oh, I forgot my dinner tracker here at the bottom. And I'm not much for being neat in my planner, so like these lines are all kind of wonky, but that actually doesn't bother me. So let's write dinner and the days of the week. Okay, so now that we have the form and function, let's go in with the fun stuff. Let's put down some stickers. So I'm just going to take 1 page of each since we get 2 pages of each kind of deco. And then I will keep available the, what are these called? My brain is not working. The words, I'm just going to call them the words and phrases. So I do like this girl and her black cat. She is very gorgeous, but I think she's a little bit small for this page. She might get lost in everything. So then I'm thinking I could do the theater scene at the bottom, but I think I would want some washi tape. So let's do these pumpkins. I don't use this washi tape often. I think I got it in a multi-pack at Michael's, but the pumpkins on them look a little bit too scary. I prefer cutesy Halloween over scary Halloween, but this is the vibe of the stickers that we're using, so I think it'll work. So let's just tear it there. And I think, oh, we have other scenes that we could use too. I think I like the theater. Me and Jason, every Halloween, do a Halloween movie, not marathon, but in October, we watch strictly scary movies in celebration of Halloween. So yeah, I think I'll do this one. We watch them at home. We don't really go to the theater to watch scary movies. But that is a cute sticker, and it takes up that space perfectly. And I think that's all I'm going to do there. I do like to decorate the horizontal with something small. So how about we do the candy? We can do maybe these drinks. Yeah, let's do the candy down here. Let's see where we want the drinks. I'm thinking on this side. Let's do them up here. And then I have space for one more. Well, I could probably fit a lot in here actually, but I'm just going to use one right there. I'm wondering if this bat washi tape is too tall. Yeah, it's too tall to fit. That would look cute at the top of the page though. And then for this page, let's do the Happy Halloween. Again, I don't use this washi tape that often because the skull on it looks a little bit too scary. Too scary for my planner. But it perfectly matches the color scheme that we're going for, and so I'm going to use it. So we'll put it there, and then what do we want to do here? Because my to-buy list and notes aren't usually that much space, so I usually put a big sticker, big decoration there. So I could do the same. I could do a floral, or I could stick with the movie vibes and go with the movie snacks, or I could do a mix of both. I could do a small floral, like maybe this one. Yeah, let's do a floral just to bring in something soft on this page so it's not all creepy vibes. Let's turn it so I can get it kind of straight. Put it there, that's cute. And then let's take up the sticker and see if it fits nicely next to it. I think it does. That is so cute. I really, really like that. In between here, sticking with the movie theater snack vibes, I'm going to use this bowl of candy corn. Now, I particularly do not enjoy candy corn, but it looks cute as a sticker. And then, is that all that I want to put? I don't want to overdo it, although I'm prone to overdoing it. Let's see, what else? I feel like something could go here, but it doesn't need to. So I could just call this one done. Cute. Very, very cute. Oh, I didn't write in my habits. So for my habits, this week I'm going to pretty much track what I usually do, which is tidy up, meds, vitamins, because I'm back to taking my regular vitamins. Now that I'm after surgery, I can take all the vitamins that I was taking before. Waking early. I want to stay in a routine of waking up at my normal time each day so that going back to work is not so difficult later on. So I want to track when I'm waking up early, which today I did wake up early. I did do some tidy up. I did laundry. For me, tidying up is a quick 10, maybe 15-minute tidy up of different areas of the apartment so that on the weekend I'm not rushing and trying to get everything deep cleaned, so I keep things tidy throughout the week. So I'm doing laundry, I'm going to do dishes, and anything else that I can physically handle, I'll do that today too, just because this is the first day that I've had this much energy. So I do want to take advantage of it. And then what else do I want to track? I want to track when I'm creating art, because now I have the time. I don't have an excuse not to do it. So I'm going to track that when I'm reading. And instead of exercise, I'm going to track when I walk. The doctors told me to walk as often as I can, not to tire myself out, but just walking after surgery helps with recovery. So I want to track when I'm doing my walks each day. And I think that's it. So let's move on to the notes page, which is fairly easy. I'm just going to use washi tape at the top and bottom. Now this is a thick washi tape that for me I would want to put at the bottom, but it has bats flying, which to me I would want to put at the top. I think I'm just going to put it at the bottom. I'm not going to overthink it. And yeah, I think that'll be fine. At the top, we could do the Stardust, but I feel like the Stardust matches better with itself, like with both Stardust at the top and bottom. So then I could do this black at the top. I could do that, or I could do the Happy Halloween or Happy Haunting. I feel like with the header that I'm going to put at the top, the Happy Halloween and Happy Haunting would get hidden anyway. So I'm just going to use this black, which I don't use a lot of black, solid black washi tape in my decorations. So it's a good time to use it. And for my notes sticker, I think there's an orange one. So let's bring some orange at the top of this page. And this will just be for a brain dump. I usually prefer my brain dump to be in checklist form, so I'm just going to put some dots down on the page. Again, this isn't really an orange, it's more like a reddish orange. And let's eyeball what half the page looks like. So let's put them here. It doesn't really matter to me if that's perfectly half the page. It's good enough. This side is a little bit bigger, but that's totally fine. In fact, it might give me space for decoration. So let's see what we want to put here. I really want to, oh, these girls are gorgeous too. They're all so nice. Okay, so we could do this girl in her pajamas and black cat, this girl in her pajamas eating popcorn, or this girl cozy in her blanket. I do want a floral on the side. So let's do this one just because it has a flat edge cut in it already. So we can put this at the top. And then, do we have a quote we want to use? We have trick or treat. I'm looking for one that's more vertical. We have Happy Halloween, which would be perfect. Spooktacular. We have trick or treat. These are all horizontal though, so I'm gonna have to do a horizontal one. So let's do trick or treat here at the bottom. Do I want it on this side or this side? I think I want it on this side just because I'm getting a hump in my planner and it's getting harder to write on the right side near the spine. So I find it more comfortable to write on the left-hand side, and I can just put a sticker on the right for decoration. So I think I'm just going to use this girl because she gives all the Halloween vibes. Let's see, let's put her. Let's put her on straight like that. Cute. That is a cute notes page. Okay. Then at the top on the days, I've been using date covers to cover up the day just to add some color and decoration to the top of the page, because I usually in the past would just put washi tape in between the day and the date because they're separated on either sides of the page at the top. Then I started putting washi tape along the whole thing and putting the day and date together, which I like. This past week, I just used a date cover and a day cover to cover up the actual dates that were down for decoration. So I need to figure out what I want to do this time. I'm thinking I cover up the whole thing. Let me tear the end of this just because it's not sticky. Actually, I should have cut that for a straight edge. And I think I should cover the whole thing. Let's go over it just a little bit on the left-hand side, like that. I can still see through, so I can see Monday the 27th, but that doesn't bother me at all. And then I'm going to put the date cover down. So let's just put this down here at the bottom. And I might go off, put down all the washi tape and date covers and come back just because that part is tedious and uninteresting. And that way it'll save us time in the video too. But let me just do this page since we're here. And the date covers I'm going to use are the black ones by LiveLovePosh. And the dates, the date dots, are these. So let's do Monday here. That's cute. I could even do a black. But I feel like I've been doing black all October, so I do want to get use out of the orange, but it's not the exact same color orange is the only reason I'm hesitating. Let's try it. 27th. Should I connect it or no? I think I'll connect it just a little bit, the 27th, like that. I feel like that blends in too much, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. So Monday the 27th, I'm going to go off and alternate between the Simply Gilded at the top and bottom. This combination, the black with the black and orange bats. And then I have this pumpkin washi tape. I feel like these bats don't really go. So then I would do Happy Halloween with these pumpkins. Or should I do it like this? Either way, I'm going to use these washi tapes at the top and bottom, and I will come back when that's all done. Okay, so I'm back, and I have put down the dates and the washi tape on all the pages. So now all that we have to do is make sure these headers stick. Stickers sometimes have a hard time adhering to washi tape because it's so slick and smooth. So I'm hoping they'll stay down. If not, I will have to get my glue stick out to stick those down. But I did put those down on every page. So now what I'm going to do, and I'm realizing I should have done this when I did the washi tape and dates, is I'm going to go off and put in my swipe for my to-do list and my notes area on each page, because that's the same each day. So I'm going to go off, do that, and then I'll be back again. Okay, so I'm back again, and I have my to-do list and notes area on each page. This is all that I need each day: an action item list and a place to put basically a daily log of what happens that day. That's what I put in my notes area. So let's get to the fun part, putting down the stickers. I figure if you watch my videos every week, you know how I lay out my pages. So that part I skipped this week, so we can just get to putting down the fun stuff. And I'm thinking on Halloween, Friday the 31st, I do want to put Happy Halloween. I saw it on one of these pages right here. So I do want to put down the Happy Halloween, and what do I want to go with it? We have this page of deco, we have this page. I'm thinking I'll do one of the living room scenes. We have this one, this one, this one, and this one. I like this one though. So let's do this for Friday the 31st. And then I want to leave space to put the Happy Halloween right here. Although it might be a little bit long. I think that's fine. So we'll do that. And then we'll put the Happy Halloween right there. That's cute. And then what do we want to use for the rest of the days? Let's go back to Monday. I used a girl on the notes page, so I don't want to use another girl. Maybe I'll use the floral, this corner piece. I could use here. Oh, one other thing I need to track each day is if I'm taking my morning and evening meds. I have new medication that I have to take for 2 weeks, so I need to track when I take it in the morning and the evening. So I'm thinking of how I want to do that. I think putting it in a box will be fine. So I could just do maybe, let's take an opposite color. And do a swipe there for the header. And then I can take the other end of the mild liner and just draw a box. Not the best box, but it'll get the job done. And then we can just have 2 dots to signify when I take my morning meds and when I take the evening ones. So let's do, I did not put this on the line at all. So these are meds. Well, a specific medication that I need to take. Okay, so now that we have that, now we can put down decoration, and I think I do want to use this corner piece floral. So let's take this off. Sometimes these clear stickers are a bit hard to get off the page. There is a trick that I've seen where people take up the surrounding clear sticker paper, and then that leaves the stickers behind. That is very satisfying. And then this should be easier to grab off the page. The problem I'm having is that the paper is coming up with it. There we go. I'm thinking if I want something in between here. I don't think I need it, but will this cover up the checklist that I just put down? I'll move it over so it does cover it up a little bit, the meds checklist that I put down, but not much. So I think that's fine. I can still check it off easily. And for my to-do list on Monday, for today actually, I need to call to schedule my 2-week follow-up, and I actually scheduled that already. So let's actually put that on the monthly calendar. So it is, oh, it's November. So let's put it on November 7th, and it's at 8:45. So that is taken care of. Then I also need to message my manager. I'll text her about how I'm doing and planning for returning to work. I'm expecting an Amazon order to come in today, and when that comes in, I need to decorate the apartment. I'm expecting some fall garland and lights, and then I can decorate the living room, the mantle, and the entryway. I need to do laundry, which I already started, but I need to also put up laundry. I need to wash dishes, tidy my office. Again, I'm trying to get stuff done while I have the energy. And I need to vacuum the office and the bedroom actually. And then I'll leave space open in case something comes up, but that's all I need to put for today. In my notes area, I do want to note quickly that I woke up early. That is on my habit tracker. Right here, I checked it off for waking up early, but I also want to note it here because when I'm filling in my journal, I don't always turn back to this weekly dashboard when I'm doing each daily page in my journal, but I do look at the notes here, so I want to put it here too. And I'm also going to add in a couple more details. Okay, so let's move on to Tuesday. What decoration do we want for Tuesday? I think we can get away with using another girl. She looks kind of nice down at the bottom. So let's put her down here. It's kind of hard because it's getting a hump on this side of the page, but I think that looks really, really nice. That looks so cute. I wish I had bats or something I could put above her. But maybe there's a quote. I'm not really seeing a good quote to put above her. Maybe this one. Coffee, black cats, witches, and spells. Just because if I don't use these quotes for Halloween this year, I will just save them for next year, but I'd rather use them now. And above it, I need to do my checklist for taking my medication. So let's do our little box. And then inside, let's use the dot marker. And these are for my morning meds and my evening meds. And I forgot, today I can check off the morning ones because I did those already. And for my checklist on Tuesday, I don't really yet know what I will need to do. Depends on how much I get done today. Because I'm ambitious. I have things on here that I might not get to depending on if my energy stays the same or if it goes down. That will determine what I have to do tomorrow. And I prefer planning the day either the night before or preferably the morning of is when my to-do list is most accurate. So I will come in tomorrow morning while I'm having my coffee, getting ready for the day. I will come in and jot stuff down on this to-do list. So I will leave that open for now. For Wednesday, let's see. I do want another checklist, but let's see what we want to do in terms of decoration. I could do this floral at the top here. It would be a little bit weird. For one, it'd be upside down. But I think that's what I'm going to do. We are going to put the sticker on upside down. I'm going to take up this plastic part on this one too, just to see if it'll make it easier to get this sticker up. And it does. So let's put it here. I'm actually going to touch it to the top washi tape. And try to get it on at least a little bit straight. Although I don't think I put the washi tape down straight. That's the issue. Okay, so let me line it up with this edge instead. Oops. That did not go as planned. There are bubbles inside that sticker. Like that. That's better. And then I can put my checklist down here somewhere. So we'll just draw the box like that. And maybe I'll draw this line. And then these are for my meds, morning, and evening. I think I do want something here at the bottom, so let's see what we can put at the bottom. Just something small. Maybe the candles would look nice. And then maybe something on the side of her too. I'm thinking the cupcakes will work. Like that. That's cute. These pages look like they go together, this little scene here at the bottom. Okay, so then we want to do Thursday, Friday. Friday's done. except for my meds tracker. So let's do that really quickly. Again, my boxes are sloppy, but I just need something to check off to let me know when I take those. So these are morning, these are evening. Okay, so on this page, I really want to use this moon, the full moon with the bats. Do I want to use it here instead? Because there are bats already at the top here. Do I want to use it where there is black washi tape at the top instead? Or does it matter? I don't think it matters, so I'm just gonna put it here. And underneath, a lot of these are film related and living room cozy vibes. So I think I'm gonna go with this one, this living room scene at the bottom. It'll cut into my notes area a lot. Could I put it here instead? I think I like it at the bottom though. So let's put it here. That is cute. Okay, that's cute. I like it. My notes area is quite small, but that's a future me problem. And then I'd say about here is where I can put my meds tracker. And let's just do the zig dot marker. And this is for morning and evening. Halloween. I don't have Halloween plans, mostly because I'm still going to be recovering. But even so, I don't really know of anything that is not for kids for Halloween. Wait, there was something at the zoo. What was it called? It's like after hours at the zoo on Halloween for adults only. That sounds like it would have been fun, but I won't be able to go out do a lot of walking at that time. So I'm going to be at home on Halloween, probably watching scary movies. So that's my plans. I hope you have good plans. If you celebrate Halloween, I hope you have fun, safe plans for Halloween night. Let's see, what else do we want to do? First, let's do this. I'm getting sloppier and sloppier with my boxes, but I'm just trying to get this done. Okay, and this is for, oh, I need the zig dot marker. And here. Okay, so we have those checklists in. I want to try to get some chores done on Sunday, but I don't think I need a separate chores list for that. So I think I'm just going to use this cozy living room scene. Yeah, let's do it. Let's use this cozy living room scene. Right under here. And then on this page, we have two girls left we could use, which I think is what I'll do. I'll put her down because she looks like she's cozy in her blanket. So we'll put her there along with maybe a lantern up here. Let's see, what can we put beside her? I could do, oh, let's do the candied apples, the caramel apples. Like that. And then I just have random stickers, random deco left over. So let's see if we can try to use some of it, because I still have another sheet of each of these. So this is definitely going to last me until next year. And also these date covers are bothering me. So I need to grab my glue stick and just pop a little bit on each of these, the ends of them. This right end is staying down because it has a sticker, the date dot on it, but the rest is coming up each time I turn the page. So let's put a little bit of glue on each of these. This one seems to be staying down. That one is staying down. This one needs a little bit of glue just to help it stick a little bit. Oops, I had glue on my finger and totally touched that page. And I think Monday needs a little bit of help to stick down. So we'll do that. And that's good. I think we are done, mostly because I don't know. This week is so unusual for me. So I don't know if I'm going to go back to work on Thursday or maybe Friday or maybe next Monday. I don't know yet. I do have to call my doctor. I think I wrote that on this note, on this list, to get a return to work note. Yes, I wrote that already. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I do want to try to use up some of these though, but I don't want to overdo it at the same time. So I think I might just leave it as is. Yeah, I think I'll leave this as is, and we can do a recap, and that'll be it from me. So this is the decoration and setup of my B6 horizontal plans by Just Scribble planner, which I'm loving, by the way, for the week of October 27th through November 2nd. And I use LiveLovePosh Posh Halloween sticker book for this with random washi tapes that matched the color scheme. So this is the weekly dashboard pages, what I call the weekly dashboard pages. We have the weekly horizontal here. I don't have any appointments this week, so this is just important to-dos that I need to do each day. I have my weekly to-do list, my focus and priorities, a daily gratitude, a to-buy list. Do I need to put anything on my to-buy list? I don't think I do. I might, but not yet. Anyway, that was just my brain. That was just my brain in real time taking a tangent. So then I have my notes area, my habits, and dinner tracker. Then I have my notes area, very cute. Sometimes these are structured notes and lists. Other times it's just a brain dump of random stuff that I need to download from my brain onto paper so that I can clear my brain for other stuff. Then we have daily pages. So this is Monday with a to-do list, a notes area, and a place for me to put anything else that I need. This week I'm using it to track my meds that I need to take for 2 weeks, but usually I use this area for appointments. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I love how this turned out. I'm so excited for Halloween week. And well, I'm excited for Halloween cozy vibes and movies. and Halloween in my planner specifically. And I hope that you are having a good week. I hope that you are doing well, and I really appreciate you watching this video, but that is all I have for you today. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.